We actually last night had some evacuees come to our farm. I just got the alert to finish the storm preparations now that like the impacts would be happening soon. So we're getting closer. Anxiety is getting a little higher, but it's a little over 24 hours from the storm. The storm has slowed down a bit, so that's why we're now a little over 24 hours because it was supposed to get here earlier on Wednesday, but now it's getting here later on Wednesday into Thursday, and right now it's Tuesday. So today's our like last official full like prep day. So time to get started for today. We put fresh shavings in all the horses' stalls last night. Just have to clean them up until the day of, but nice and dry and ready for the hurricane. I never ended up showing the finished product of Mike cutting these panels in the previous prep video that I did. So this is what it looks like. Here's all the panels. We have to move them up to the house because obviously they would be flying objects. But anyways, it's off. We honestly aren't that even confident in this roof. It's not hurricane rated or proof or anything really. So there's a good chance, as you can see, it's already lifting right here. There's a good chance that the roof will come off. But honestly, that might be better if the roof just flies off and it won't take the wood with it. Maybe it's better if there's nothing holding it. I don't know. That's my sense on that. So we're just bringing these up to the house now. A couple last things to do. So I just pulled out the cow tags because this is what I'm gonna write my information on and braid it into their manes. We're getting closer. I absolutely hate when I have to pull these out because I only have to pull these out for bad reasons. So when they start to come out, it starts to get really serious and I don't like this part. So let's write our information on them and braid them in the horse's hair. We'll still be like turning them out a couple times before the actual storm comes. So hopefully they stay in. If not, I'd rather just fix a couple than have to be redoing all of these last minute. So we're gonna go ahead and get them started. Mike is just taking out a knot out of Blaze's mane. I brushed all the horses last night, but obviously a lot of bad rain and weather right now. So their manes are getting really tangly really fast, but let's get to braiding these in their manes. So I'm just gonna start by doing a couple braids, like a couple knots of the braid. Okay. We'll push it all the way up as close as we can, and then continue our braid. And I'm just going to use an elastic. I hope it stays. So this is how it looks. Nice and visible. The orange helps it stand out. It's braided in so that it's secured the best it can with an extra elastic. All the horses officially have the cattle tag name tags on them. So there's triggers. June's is over there. She's eating. Blaze has his on. So see, I'm pretty far away and the orange of them makes them stand out. Louis has his tag on. He also has his halter on, because he is a harder horse to catch. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, he would not be an easy catch because he is terrified of humans. So this just makes it easier if, God forbid, something were to happen. And last horse is Cash. So they're all ready as far as their name tags go with my information on it. Dinky has her halter on. So I have to put a halter on her because she doesn't really have like a mane and it's just not gonna work. Plus she's probably would be a little harder to catch as well. So this is the same halter that we used on her during Hurricane Ian that has the tag down there. Normally I would never put a halter on my animals during a hurricane, but you know, the goal is to keep them in the barn, and if God forbid they got out and we had to let them out, this is what the option would be. Halters, unless they're breakaway halters, are the only thing that's safe for debris and stuff like that. But this is gonna work. So this is what we've done before. This is what we know best. So Miss Dinky is ready. Now that all the horses have their tags on them, it is time for them to go out to pasture a couple more times, like I said. So I just need to make sure all of their stalls are nice and clean because this is the stall that they will be in. And I just wanted to stay nice and kept up with. Now I just need to go around and fill up the horses' water buckets. Now that that's done, Mike is on the side-by-side. He's up there because we're actually gonna clean the ring camera that we have up there. It gets kind of dusty because obviously it's a barn, but I wanna make sure it's crystal clear when we are watching them during the storm. All right, so that should be better. Just a couple more things to do before we're ready. So I just set out 5 halters and lead ropes so that if we have anything that needs to happen fast, need to grab horses or anything like that, we have everything set. Since Dinky will have her halter on, actually I can take one of these halters out too because one will be on Louie, but still, this is just quick access for me to grab them and not be shuffling around in the tack room trying to look for things. It's the morning of Hurricane Milton, and it's pretty gloomy. The weather's obviously really nice and windy. We're letting the dogs out to go potty. A lot of the cats are hanging out up by the patio, so again, like I said, if they want to come in, we always let them in. There's Petey. Stella's eating. Crazy cat. And then I did just see Misha. So we're now in the barn. We're doing our feeding routine. So the storm is coming later tonight. So we are doing the main feeding that we're gonna do now, and then if weather's okay, we'll come back out and we'll feed them again. But we're gonna just make sure that, you know, we're here, so it should be fine, but still. So let's get them in. Gotta clean stalls for everybody, and then they'll be locked in for the rest of the day. Time to start closing down the barn and close up the windows. These 3 stalls are closed down and locked as far as the windows doors go. Now, just finishing cleaning these 2 stalls, and then we're gonna close this window and then that window. Time to close the windows. I just got the alert to finish the storm preparations now, that like the impacts would be happening soon, so we're getting closer. Anxiety is getting a little higher, but it's all right. We're doing good. Just a couple more things and then we'll be inside for the rest of the day pretty much. So everything in the barn is shut down. The horses have food and water. Donkey over there too, she's set up. Everyone's good to go. They have their tags on them and everything. Now I just need to grab Bagel because we aren't leaving food and water in here for him. So we're gonna bring him up closer to the house, and if he wants to come inside, he can. Bagel boy. Time to close down the big back bay door. Everyone is ready to go. So now we are just rolling down the front one. It's dark in here. Now that the barn is locked down, we just opened up the back gate. So as you know, this is my back pasture, front pasture. We have these propped open, as you can see the stones right there, because if we do need to let the horses out, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to open up the big back gate and they'll be able to run to both sides so they have enough room to get around each other. We actually last night had some evacuees come to our farm because I live like 20-30 miles inland, but these animals that are evacuees to us here, they actually lived on the island, like way right there on the coast. That was in a mandatory evacuation zone. So the animals are here and they're so cute, you guys. So these are the 3 little mini goats. It's like a little small farm over here right now because as you can see, the 3 goats and then our goat compared to hi Minnie. So we got these 3 littles, and then we've got 4 donkeys. They're mini donkeys and they're so small. So cute. These 2, and then 2 chocolate ones over here. They're like wet little dogs right now. But it's time to feed them. So these little goats are in the stall eating. Then the donkeys are eating. We're trying to show them the stall, so hopefully they follow suit and go to the stall. Come on, guys. So the donkeys are just finishing up. Goats finished their food. Pigs are in there. And they're eating. These little goats are gonna go check out and see. Oh, thieves. There's probably not much left in there. They're so cute and tiny. Filling up the chicken feed for the chickens. They're all set. But one of the last things that we need to do is we just added another Ring camera so that we can watch all of these animals. This is the view on the Ring camera. So as you can see, we can pretty much see everything that's going on. Time to pull down the roll down shutters. So I just swivel them from the inside and then they start to roll down on the outside on their own. So we have the side-by-side blocking the front door. This is kind of what we do in all the hurricanes that we have, just so it blocks some of the wind. Plus also we like the side-by-side to be up as close as we can, because if we needed to hop in here and assist with anything with the horses and such, this obviously is 4-wheel drive. It's a utility vehicle. It's easier to use this to get around. So we have this up here for worst case. Monster is right underneath there. We're gonna let her in if she wants to come in. But for now, she's cool. All right, you guys, well, this is my last video of prep before Hurricane Milton hits. The effects are already coming in. We're starting to get bands. I'm literally going to be uploading this like an hour after I'm filming this intro. We are on the day of. There's a lot of anxiety a bit about what this store is going to be happening. It was supposed to be a little bit more north of us. It ended up trickling south more towards us as it approached. It was supposed to hit as a Category 3. It's going to make landfall out of Category 4. It is going to be likely a devastating storm. So if you're in the path of the storm, I'm praying for you, and I will see you guys on the other side of the storm. All right, you guys, well, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.